Alright, let me check that we're live. I believe we are. Alright. Hello and welcome back to another stream on our Minecraft city. Cheyenne is at work again. We can never line up a good day to stream, so I'm just streaming by myself today. But I figured I'd give some updates on the city, some updates on some things that are going down. I know I've been posting quite a bit of episodes on our playlist for building a mega mansion, and that's all me. Cheyenne really isn't a part of that, and that's just mainly because it's me designing the mega mansion. Anything she designs, she can do a tutorial for, but for the most part, it's just me designing that. So, but I figure I start the update because I'm not sure how much of this you've seen. So I guess I'll just show it off. So I have changed the living room a little bit, added some new things to it, some furniture, some indoor gardens or whatever. I don't really like the look of that. I do like though is I do like this lamp. I got that idea from, I believe, Skip the Tutorial. And then I believe you guys have seen the kitchen. Completed and 100% done. And dining room. Not as good as the one we're doing for the Mega Mansion, but still pretty cool. And then the library. Actually did the library already. For the most part, I'm probably going to change up these walls because I don't like how it looks. That purple wall is just there as a placer to show, hey, dumbass, build a library here. And then we've got some furniture in here, a painting, all the books and everything. So that's the Mega Mansion. And then obviously the front foyer is this massive balcony, which I really like. I don't think we've really done anything else to this Mega Mansion, or this regular mansion, because our Mega Mansion is going to probably be like 3 to 4 times the size of that. To put into perspective on how big we're going with that one, I mean, just the kitchen alone is 4 times the size of that. The kitchen in there. Other things is this horse raceway. I've finished almost completely. I just need to put the horse stables still. I don't know if you guys have seen the full thing yet. I also haven't finished the interior. Some of it has interior, like over here, which I really like this interior. But then as you go higher, you get less and less interior. What's going to go on here is I'm thinking of, I don't know if you guys have played Fallout New Vegas, but if you have, there is that at the top of Mr. House's casino, his personal casino, you've got the checkered floor that kind of looks in all directions, and it has, I guess the view of the track isn't very good anyways. I guess you can kind of see it, but it'll have like the concessions and stuff. Then up here, we're gonna have more like suites and stuff like that. Now the next thing I'll show you, I know for a fact you haven't seen, and that's the start design for the exterior of the casino. And I really, really like this design. This kind of curved shape. I figured out a better way to do curves. So there's actually a calculator on Google that can you use to build curves in Minecraft. I use it all the time, and oh man, does it work well. And obviously I've taken a little bit of inspiration from GTA's casino. This is going to be a kitchen area, and this is kind of the wall separation. I needed a little bit of color in there between the white and the black, and so that's this. Then the bank, I haven't really done anything to. Surprise, surprise. This building over here, however, is actually ripped straight out of a game that me and Cheyenne play on our phones called Township. It's a pretty fun game. You get it on Facebook or whatever. You just build a little city. So I figured I'd throw in some of those designs as a little Easter egg to that game. Over here earlier, I started working on making a water processing plant. So I figured the whole city is basically just houses, mansions, and a couple office buildings and a bank. So I figured, well, they're all going to need water. So I better build this. I'm going to build water here, and the next one over is going to be electricity and stuff. And then that kind of goes into the industrial section where we'll have the factories and all that, which ought to be fun. Still no update on this mansion or on the hotel. And I think Charles built one more house. I can't remember. I can't remember if you guys have seen the greenhouse. Actually, I'm fairly certain you have. So I guess there's nothing new over here. But right smack dab in the middle, I figured I'd have a more official park, which is what I'm going to be building on today. This park right here. It's going to have a water fountain in the center, and then all around it is going to be trees and stuff. But I figured I'd build that today, and then also showcase some of the other things that I've been working on, like the casino, which we haven't done any designs for the interior. I'm thinking about doing some tutorials for the interior. The exterior is kind of simple. Curve, flat. I didn't really count it out or design it or anything. And then down here is where I had the idea of, in GTA 5, I believe it's called Rockford Hills, a little bit north of where Michael lives. You have that mountain that all up the side is a winding path of just rich looking houses. I actually own a house in that in GTA Online. And I figured, well, I could do that. That would look really nice. What if I did it twice? So I'm going to have a road going down the center, and it's kind of mash up between that game, GTA Online, and then Fallout 76. Fallout 76, they have, I forget what town it is, but there's an overpass with a giant bridge that crosses across it that connects up to, I believe, a Red Rocket truck stop. But in between is just like this valley. And so I figured I could put some houses along the side, up the mountain on both sides, and then in the valley I haven't really decided what I'm going to do. But eventually it's going to look cool. I just don't play Minecraft as much as I used to do, because me and Cheyenne only play GTA for the most part. But that is mainly everything I've done update-wise. I haven't really done anything else. Fun fact, though, this Toy Cat sign, the Toy Cat is yes. I found out a fact about Toy Cat, and that is he has a secret channel that only has 776 subscribers, and it's a joint channel between him and another Minecraft legend, Z1N only. Z1N only. And he was probably the most inspiration for me for building a city. I watched his videos like 11, 12 years ago when it first came out on Xbox 360. And I watched all of his Let's Build a City, Let's Build a Carnival, or I think it was a carnival. Maybe it was an amusement park. I think it was an amusement park. And then Let's Build an Airport. And so I get a lot of ideas from him. And actually, I had been looking for that channel, not shitting you, for probably about 3 years. Because I was like, oh, I miss that guy. How's he doing? I need to check up on it. And I did, and apparently he quit last year, which sucks. But then he came back, and, well, then he quit again. So he's not on YouTube anymore, really. But in rewatching it, I saw his, or I rewatched his version of this, the water plant. I was like, oh, I forgot he did that. And I actually, on my Xbox 360 world that I played with with my little brother and little sister, we built a whole bunch of stuff in there, and I built an exact replica of his water plant in there. And I thought, well, what can I do modern-wise now that we've got new building techniques and stuff to use? And so I thought, well, what if I look up what an actual water plant looks like and start to build it? So this is going to be a massive build because it's going to be, I believe, 6 of these. I'm not completely planned out on it, but there's going to be like 6 of these. There's going to be some of the... when you look up pictures of a water plant or water facility, there's always like these rows of rectangular bodies of water that just have pipes coming out of them. So we're going to put that, and we're going to have an actual factory with all sorts of pipes inside running everywhere. And then finally we're going to have a whole bunch of water towers holding the water, and then it's going to kind of finish off the build with somewhere for the water to exit to actually get sourced to everywhere. And actually, I found, for some reason, Apple designs like exterior designs for apparently water plants, and I would assume more, but they've got a whole bunch of these barrels on their design that are just barrels of water, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. I can do that in Minecraft. All I gotta do is put a what we use as sinks, I can't remember the name of it, but all I gotta do is do that, fill it with water, and there we go, we got a water barrel. So eventually I'm gonna do a whole bunch of stuff over there with that, and then eventually do an electricity plant, maybe some wind turbines or something. But today we're working on a park. So I figured first step would be to design what our wall is going to look like. So I actually probably should have thought this out before the video, but I don't really know what I want the wall to look like. I would assume I would want to do something black, just simply because I'm thinking of those fences that you see everywhere that's like, you know, high dollar property that have the black fences with the points on the top. Actually, my school had that until they destroyed it because people kept trying to climb over it and getting scratched up, and somebody sat on it once. That probably wasn't a fun hospital visit. I would hate to explain to a doctor, hey, yeah, I got I got a fence spike shoved up my ass because I fell backwards while trying to climb a fence. I don't think anybody ever wants to explain that to their doctor, but somebody did that, and it's comedic, but also very painful to even think about. But so yeah, I want to do that, but I don't know how I want to do it. I know there's a way. It might just be on PC, but there's a way to use dead coral fans. I think it's this one. Yeah, that looks like barbed wire. But I mean, I guess, can you place it on here? No. Can you place it on here? Yes. Ah, we're cheating the system. I guess it doesn't really fit though. Damn it. Alright. What should we do? What should we do? If there's anybody in chat, tell me what to do. There's nobody in chat. Oh, there is. Somebody is watching. Okay. Well, tell me what to do. Oh, hey, Gabriel. How should I do this fence? Because I don't know what I want to do with it. I guess we could try and use stairs to make kind of like the tips or something. But we definitely need a separating line, which will be something like dark black. They have this polished block, like the full block. Is that anywhere? Is that a natural block? What's going on? Use some webs. Yeah, I thought about using webs, but thinking about it, I don't think I've ever seen a park that has barbed wire on the fence. Outside of like a prison park. I'm not exactly going for that. Man, I don't know what to So I know the gate is going to be 3 blocks back. It's going to have to be shorter than that, probably. And I actually counted this whole thing out, and it's 74 blocks long. The dividing section is 37 blocks. And so then 2 from that would be 35 blocks. Should we do sections of 5? I don't know what would fit. Let's just plot it out randomly. 3 in between. Kind of a shorter fence separation. Will this actually line up? 1, 2, 3. No, it won't. Okay. Alright. How about 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Oh, did I? Did I count it wrong? No? 1, 2, 3. It's probably just from the lag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Really? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's 3 out, and then 3 out from here as well. Man. Okay. How about 4? Does an even number work? Even though even numbers look really weird when you try and design them. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna have nightmares me counting. Ah! This is pain. Whatever I do, it doesn't line up. Let's see. What can I do then? Other than this. I could just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that lines up, but this sidewalk's going to be wider than this sidewalk, which is, it's fine. Unless, actually, if I line it up just perfectly, I doubt this lines up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Yeah, odds are better. Yeah, definitely odds are better. Oh, actually, you do have a point there. What if I didn't think about that. Glad I have chat. I am glad that I have somebody in chat. Because that solves my problem. Now it's even everywhere, and then I'll just make either the path extra wide or the fence extra wide. Not that this lines up at all anyways, because when I counted it out, like I said, there's 74 blocks wide by 109 blocks deep, making an odd number by an even number, meaning one of my paths is going to be even number, where the other path is going to be odd number. So it's a 4 wide path and then a 3 wide path, which makes this in the middle really awkward. And to fix that, the only option I would have to fix that is to redo all of the roads I've already done and plot it out and everything. Which would be fine, I guess, over here. It wouldn't be as hard as like doing it over here where I've already got the whole road built. I really should plan these things out before I do them. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lines up perfectly. Alright, 3 by 3. Okay. Now for the inside of it. What if I use a different method? If I do this. Oh, actually, that might work perfectly. You know what? That kind of works. Oh, my earbud's gonna die, and I don't know why I have an earbud in. I have one of my wireless earbuds in, but I'm not even using it for Minecraft or anything, because it deletes the audio if you use earbuds. Yeah, I think I actually like the look of that. That works amazingly. Then it's got the little tips on it. That's perfect. If we could just get fences that you could have another color than just that weird gray. If you get black fences in here, oh man, that would be amazing. But we can't, because Microsoft only makes updates for survival now. Concrete was the last update that creative users got that's really useful. Other than the copper blocks, I did finally find a use for. Because there's really no use for them building-wise, other than our vault we do have made out of copper. But for some reason the stairs and slabs don't work properly, so when you try and put a stair upside down or a slab on the top half of a block with the copper blocks, it doesn't work. But it works really well for these rods to make pipes for. So in our water facility, we actually have something that looks like a pipe, which is good. I also just realized that you could use those pipes for other builds that I guess would fit the GTA inspiration that I've got going on a little bit. But I'm not going to put in my city because I think it should not be legal, if you can catch my drift, without me getting demonetized. Oh yeah, that definitely looks great. Let's see. Now can I use webs? See, I would use webs. The problem, though, is that with it being a fence for a park, giving it that barbed wire look, I don't know if that would look very right. Because I don't think I've ever seen a park outside of, like I said, a prison park. I don't think I've ever seen a park that's got barbed wire on the top. But I do like how you're thinking. And actually, there is a new way to use it. I don't know if you saw or if you got on right after I showed it. But say I've got a fence here. And where'd I throw that thing? Did it go in the flowers? Why do I have eggs? What the hell? Well, I don't know where it went, but... Oh, nope, that's an egg. If you put horned... Oh, you can't put it on top of those? What? Well, that's dumb. Never mind. I guess there's no meta. It works on these, but only if they're... Oh. It doesn't work on these. It works sometimes. Okay, well, it works on regular blocks. If I had a fence like this, and then I put these on top of it, that looks a lot more like... Why is it moving? It looks a lot more like barbed wire. Which I really like, but apparently you can't put them on fences, which just is dumb. Because then it defeats the whole purpose. I know on PC you can, but on PC you can do a lot of things that you can't do on here. Like a lot of my inspiration for a lot of different interior builds I get from either skip the tutorial or Blue Nerd Gaming, or even on just Google Images. I get a lot of my inspiration from there, and there's a lot of things that you can do on Java Edition that you can't do on Bedrock Edition, which is annoying. I gotta think of at least one example. Well, I mean, the barbed wire trick does work on iron bars on there. A lot of the redstone doesn't work on Bedrock the way it does on Java, which sucks. Oh, and then the old trick that we had on console years back, where you could put a torch on a wall and then a item frame behind it and put like a block there to make it look like a handle holding the torch. That they took out, but not for Java Edition, and I'm not sure why. I do like the look of that. That does look pretty nice. Oh man, I'm missing some comments. Oh hey, Connor's on now. Oh, and Rose says hi. Hi, Rose. Oh. See you, Gabriel. Guess Gabriel left. But yeah, it's there's a lot of different things on Java Edition that they don't have on Bedrock Edition, which is annoying. It pisses me off. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2. Kind of looks like a gate. Kind of looks like console edition like 3 years ago. Something we would build as a gate. I'll probably change the gate eventually, but for now that kind of works, I guess. Unless I did something like this on the edge of it. Now that kind of works actually. There we go. That's perfect. And then we'll have trees and stuff in there, maybe a pond or two. And now let's see, hopefully it lines up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna have nightmares of me counting. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, how the fuck did I do that? I'm not sure how, but it lines up exactly perfectly. To where it's just like over here, it's one block off of each. That is awesome. And that actually happens a lot when I play. For some reason, I just get the luckiest, not RNG. It's more of just life RNG. Like, oh, I'm just gonna randomly do this. Oh, it happened to fit perfectly. And I guess it's not just in Minecraft. It's in like a lot of things. I'll just randomly do something and it works without having to change anything that I was doing. And then people get pissed off because I can do that, and they never get that lucky. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, especially when planning out my day. Anytime I've got to like plan something out or something like that, or even at work or whatever, whenever I'm doing something, I just always happen to be lucky enough to where me doing something randomly, I have the highest amount of luck to where it always lines up, even though it probably shouldn't. I should probably get more instances of, oh, this doesn't line up at all. Now I have to redo the whole thing. But I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. True. I don't know what you're saying true to. I'm trying to read chat, but chat is like down and to the right of me. So, current viewers, 0. Okay, well, I think he left. Unless YouTube's being retarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should line up. Perfect. I don't know how I got so damn lucky, but I did. So here's a fence tutorial. Get lucky. Oh, don't take that out of context. Don't take that out of context. But yeah, if you can get real lucky like that and line everything up, I'm glad that Gabriel was on chat because he saved me of having an extra wide sidewalk. Because instead of taking a block out of here and moving it all over one, I took it out of here and moved it over one, which also gave room for a fence, which is perfect. Or a gate, not a fence. I'm building the fence. Somebody should do a compilation of all the Gavin retard moments. I would say the same person should do a compilation of all the Gavin political rants that I randomly have at random points in time on streams and videos, but they're literally like almost the whole entire stream or video. Thankfully, I've kept it all out of the tutorials, but I tend to go on tangents and get very political and very pissed off just from talking to myself on streams and most of my videos. Thankfully, that doesn't happen in the tutorials because I'm more of talking about what I'm doing. I don't have any filler stuff that I have to talk about in between, so I don't end up like pissing off people, which I'm fine with. I don't give a shit about pissing people off. If you get pissed off with my content, fucking leave. I don't care. I'm not doing this for views. I'm doing this for just fun. I like playing video games and talking to myself. Sue me. Before that turns into a political rant, I really like this fence. Let me change the subject right quick. I know I've said it like 8 times, but I do like this fence. Also, I've got a video that's going to be posting here soon on all of my properties in GTA, and it is almost 2 hours long. If that gives you any reference as to how many goddamn buildings I have. I've got literally everything I could possibly want in GTA. And now it's boring. Unless I'm helping Cheyenne do something, I don't generally play GTA. Now that's not necessarily true. I am finishing up the Dr. Dre mission one more time so I can redo it for videos or streams or whatever. And actually, I'm walking Cheyenne through doing it as well, so that when we actually stream it, it's not as crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, so expect hopefully videos soon after I finish it, which will get me another $1 million that I don't need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because at one point in time, I was up to $12 million and nothing to spend it on. It literally just was sitting there in my bank account. And I ended up spending a whole shit ton on upgrades for like all of my facilities. Namely, the actual thing called a facility. And I only dropped like 4 mil from that. And I bought a whole bunch of cars that I don't need. I have every car in the game that I want. I just bought random cars and just started upgrading. Some of them are duplicates. I just don't know what to do with my money. I literally have like everything in the game. Like, that's not even a joke. That's not even like oh, well, what if you buy this? Nope, I've already got it. I got a super yacht. I've got a suite a penthouse suite, which we're actually going to build on top of this casino. We're going to build a couple suites up there. But I've got that. I've got like 15 properties. I've got all the garages you can possibly own. I've just got a fuck ton of stuff. And facility, I've got a bunker, I've got a hangar. My hangar's almost full now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is one more plane that I want to get, but I can literally just buy it. I just haven't yet. Because I'm still at 4 mil, even after just wasting my money on random shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope I'm counting this right while I'm talking. Focusing on coming up with new shit to say and focusing on actually building and counting something out precisely is somewhat difficult sometimes. That's why you hear some gaps of silence. But it worked. Somehow it worked. Alright, now for the part that takes less brain function, so I can actually talk while I'm doing it, because it's less of counting and more of just actually putting the damn thing down. And I can't actually place these the way I would hope. So, for some reason there's a glitch where the placing animation doesn't stop you from placing it again. Which you might think, oh, well that would be great. Yeah, and it is great in some scenarios, but not for all of them. Oh. Some stuff being in Java but not in Better. Yeah. Or unless you're playing GTA with me. Oh, yeah. Well, usually if I'm playing GTA with you, I'm playing GTA with Cheyenne too. We're just doing races and dicking around, and then you end up getting mad because I don't go easy on you all the time. Which, it's not like a bad thing towards you. It's not like, oh, get good. It's more of like, I've been playing this game literally since it came out on Xbox 360, so I know all the glitches to get speed. And you not knowing the glitches, then I end up beating you. Cheyenne's the same way. I piss her off when we play anything competitive against each other. I can't wait till her and I play Modern Warfare together on stream or something. I am probably gonna die that night. You will probably find me 6 feet under my backyard. Because Modern Warfare, I used to play competitively, and I've got several of the gold skins, so my lobbies are like bad. They're really, really bad. And so anytime I play gun game with anybody other than Charles, they just instantly get pissed off because I am, I guess the new kids call it sweaty. I just don't like that term. It's just retarded. Try hard. That's a term from my generation. I act like a tryhard, but not even like trying hard. It's more of like my aim is just, at this point, it's just muscle memory in my thumbs. If I see anything that looks like a human form, I just snap to it and blow it to bits. And then anytime I'm trying to just fuck around with friends or something on Modern Warfare, it ends up being them getting pissed off because I just obliterate them. Not even trying to, just trying to mess around and have fun. I obliterate them, and then they get pissed off. Which then makes me laugh because pissing my friends off is fun. But Cheyenne like takes it really seriously. Like I thought it was gonna be funny one day. Me, her, and Charles were playing GTA. I thought it was gonna be hilarious if I called a mugger on her, because she didn't know what a mugger was. She had never had a mugger called on her. And so I told her, hey, I'm doing a glitch. Get out of the car and stand there for a minute. I'm gonna give you a shit ton of money. So she did. And this guy with a knife ran up, knocked her over, and she got pissed. She didn't talk to me for like 30 minutes. She was absolutely pissed. So I can't wait for us to play Modern Warfare and her like throw her controller at me or something. That or we're in the process of recording a series for Bloodborne where we're playing together. And we're also going to do the same thing for Elden Ring. I can't wait for her to get like livid at a boss and just start like yelling at him or something. Or complaining and, hey, can you beat this for me? Which isn't anything bad against her. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing bad against that. I just find it entertaining when other people get mad at games, because I get mad at games really easily too. There have been some times where I've gotten mad and yelled a lot of things. Mainly, there was one singular time where I threw my controller. It was at my house. It wasn't at my grandparents' house, which is good. But there is one singular time where I threw my controller. and I was playing Doom Eternal, trying to do a no-hit run, and I had gotten up to the part where it's like the second area in the game, so not even that far. Not even that far. And I got up to that part, and I got so mad because I got insta-killed by whatever that fucking serpent snake looking thing is. It like slithers around and then attacks you randomly. I got hit by him, and I got so pissed. I threw my controller, and at least I tried throwing it at the bed. I tried being like, okay, I don't want to break anything, but I do want to break something. But I know I shouldn't break anything, so I'm just going to throw my controller at the bed. This all happened in like a split second in my mind. And so I chucked it at the bed, thinking, okay, it's going to let a little bit of my anger out, and nothing bad is going to happen. It's going to hit the bed, it's going to be fine. I threw it so damn hard, it bounced off of the bed, off of the wall, off of my nightstand, and then hit a glass that I had on the floor that I was drinking like soda in the night before, and shattered it. I was like, oh shit, Cheyenne's gonna kill me. And I've been on the run since. No, it was the one and only time I've actually thrown something. Now I've cussed out my TV. I have screamed at my TV. I have called the characters in different games every derogative term you could think of. But I had never like actually broken something other than like punching myself in the thigh to, you know, let out a little bit of rage and then bruising my thighs up. Because when I was younger, I didn't want my mom to hear me yelling or cussing or anything, so anytime I'd die, I'd just punch myself in the leg. And that was when I was trying to do, I think it was Halo Reach. I was trying to beat it, no death, legendary. And I got to Winter Contingency, or Contingency Plan, or whatever. I forget what the mission's called, but that mission is so goddamn frustrating that by the time I was done, I didn't even finish the game without dying. I died in that mission so many damn times and restarted the whole game that I gave up after that. But after I walked away from the TV because I got so pissed, my right leg was just purple. And I think my mom saw it eventually when I was wearing shorts or something, because like you could see at the edge of where the shorts were just like a big purple bruise. She's like, "Oh, what's that for?" And she pulled my pant leg up to a little to see like how bad it was, and it just went up my whole leg. She's like, "What did you do?" And I said, "Oh, I was skateboarding." It was not skateboarding. My mom ever watches this. That was not skateboarding. I was pissed off at Halo. Not the cat Halo that my grandfather has. No, I was pissed off at Halo Reach because I was trying to beat it without dying on the hardest difficulty. It was just ruining everything in my entire existence. So yeah, Mom, if you ever watch this, that was not from skateboarding. That was indeed from Halo Reach, which I can't remember. I think it was that the 4th game or the 5th game? I can't remember if it came out before 4 or after 4. But it was one of those two. But it was Reach. It's just I can't remember where in the timeline. I know in the timeline it comes before 1, but where in the release date chronology it came out, and I think it might have been after 4 now that I think about it. I'm probably going to regret this because I don't think that I actually want this to look like this. But, I mean, I'm already 3/4 of the way done with it, so it doesn't really matter now. But, yeah, that was the one time I ever threw something, and I shattered a glass because I threw my controller at the bed, hoping, okay, it's not going to break anything, but it's going to let a little bit of my anger out, and then it broke something. I don't think she ever found out about that glass. Connor, if you're watching, don't tell her. Pretty sure she'll be pissed if she finds out that I broke a glass because I threw a controller across the room. Actually, she might have been here, now that I think about it. I know somebody was here, but I don't remember if it was her or if it was her brother Dakota. One of them were here. And I threw that damn thing. Oh no, it was when Phoenix was living with us. And I'm pretty sure she came in to check on me because she heard the glass shatter and she's like, that's bad. But yeah, it was. I don't know why I do these things to myself. I mean, it's weird because sometimes I'm like really good at a game for no reason. So, for example, the first Dark Souls game I ever played at all was Dark Souls 2, the worst game and the hardest game. Just simply because every time you die, you lose all of your max health. Your max health goes down permanently unless you get a 10,000 soul item, which 10,000 souls in early game is not easy to get, because after you kill an enemy 5 times, it permanently despawns. So any farming you can do in that game, you can't do in that game. I don't even know why I have stairs in my inventory. What the hell? You know what, actually? What if I tipped these? Okay, that is it. That's the one. There we go. That is perfect. But yeah, funny enough, even though it is the hardest Dark Souls game, in my opinion, and pretty much everyone else's, and the worst Dark Souls game, let's get that right, because it sucks. 90% of the bosses are brain dead, but to make up for it, they just gank bossed you on the way to every boss, where you've got like 500 enemies to run through, and then you make it to the boss, and they like half of them kill themselves. Not even kidding. I forget which boss it is, but I don't forget which boss it is. It's the one. If you go towards the, I don't think it's Valley of the Giants. Whatever the one where it's got all the giant knights in it. The boss in that area, literally, if you walk a certain way, he jumps off the cliff and kills himself. Not even kidding. It's the dumbest thing you'll ever see in a Dark Souls game. But they make up for it by just slamming you with enemies, which pisses me off. But yeah, that game, that was the first game I played through no death. And then afterwards I went through the whole series and tried doing no death for all 3 games in a row, back to back. And if I died in, like, say, the second or third one, I had to restart the whole thing. Which actually, during that run, I never once died during the second game. But Dark Souls 3 fucked me over several times. Just because there's a lot more random stuff that happens in Dark Souls 3. Like, some of the enemy animations can get cut short. And then some of the enemies just gank you. And if you're not, like, no-hit level at the game, then they will wreck your shit. But yeah, Dark Souls 2, even though it's the hardest and the worst, that was the first Dark Souls game I ever played, and, like, it wasn't even, like, several playthroughs through. It was my second playthrough. I beat it without dying. Which shows that even though it's hard as balls, it's also easy as fuck. You just have to know the mechanics. The first time that I played through it, I died like every 10 seconds, it felt like. And then I realized that's because of the other controversial thing they did with that game, where I can't remember I think it was agility or something like that. It was a stat in the game that affected your iframes, your invincibility frames, which no game should ever do, might I add. You should never have to level up invincibility frames. That shouldn't be a function in your game. It should be a definite, like, oh, when you do this, you get invincibility frames. Especially in a Souls game. Because dodge rolling at level 1, you still get hit. Dodge rolling literally is useless. But once you see past that, you realize, oh, every single enemy in the game has a linear attack. There's, I think, like 3 AoEs in the whole game. And they're all bosses. They're all really easy to avoid. And they're all late game, so your agility is already high enough anyways. But, yeah, the majority of bosses and enemies in general, for one, a lot of the bosses are giants, because that was kind of the thing they were going for in that game. A lot of the bosses were just reskinned giants. But for the majority of it, almost every enemy and every boss had a linear attack motion, so you could just sidestep them and they just miss. And then if it were a giant, you could do even better and stand underneath them, and I believe pre-patch they didn't even have a move to stop you from that. And you could literally stand there the whole fight and just slash at their ankles. And then I think finally after the patch they added some attacks to where they would just stomp on the ground, but even those were super easy to defend against because, again, they were linear. At first you think they're AoEs, but no. If you stand right next to their foot when it comes down, you don't get touched. It's hilariously bad. That is the worst Dark Souls game in existence. You can't change my mind. I'm sorry, FromSoft, but you fucked up there. Elden Ring, however, or Dark Souls 3, which is the game that came after it. Actually, Bloodborne might have been the one that came directly after it. Whatever game came after it, they perfected. They fixed whatever was wrong with the first one. Let's see. I did what? Oh no. What? I'll just keep staying in your room so you don't have to deal with this. I am so damn confused. Oh, and I did what? Nothing. I did nothing. You didn't hear me. That was 15 minutes ago. No, I was talking about that. You didn't hear me. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. How the hell am I going to do this fountain? It's not a perfect one block in the center. I don't think I've ever seen a 2-block wide fountain that worked. And also, I can't do a perfect circle here then. What the fuck? I mean, granted, there's really no avoiding, because this was just kind of like scaled because of the size of that building. I ran a road right next to it. I guess that was kind of random, but there's really no avoiding it because it's like that build was 4 years ago. This build was like 3 months ago. So this build is kind of just sandwiched in between the two. And not to mention, this road is actually the first road I ever built on this map. So I can't expand it out this way. And then this road was the third road I built on this map. Which means I can't expand it out this way, because it was already sandwiched. So it was already 3/4 of the way completed. The only thing I could have done better is when I made this road originally, if I moved it 1 block out, then it would fix the center. But it would also fuck up our fence. God damn it. I can't do anything right. So what should we put in the center then? Should we do a statue of some sort? I don't know, pixel art? No, that's just gay. I don't know what to do in the center. I know I should make it some sort of circle, but I can't have a fucking center to it because it's 4 wide and 3 wide, which completely screws everything up. Well, actually, wait a minute. Oh, wait, what? This is gonna piss me off. Oh no, that is lined up. Okay. So unless I did like 2 domes, right here is perfect circle-ish. Yeah, it's the old style of circles. If I did something like this, it might work. But I don't know that that would translate over, because then one side would be wider than the other side, and then it won't look right. God damn it, Gavin. Gavin, you're a moron. Unless I did something completely different. What if I did... Okay. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Fill in the center. And I'll have kind of like a raised up area. Kind of like how these trees are. It'll be like sectioned off. And it'll have trees. And we'll have another path going through and a fountain in each corner. That might work a little bit better. Also, let me see how long this has been running for, because it might be another stream that we do that. Average view duration, 28 minutes. Nice. Alright. Current viewers, 0. Okay, well, that sucks. 56 minutes. Alright. We've been running for 56 minutes, so I might do it another time. But now, at least, we have the whole fence plotted out. I really like the look of this fence. And now we know what's going here. Oh, you know what? You know what I could do? I could do a centerpiece. Or an arc. An arch, I guess. But how do I want to do it? I guess the easiest way would just honestly be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and something like this. And then spike it off. That would actually probably translate better over here anyways, so nothing gonna be lost in translation. Unlike Google. If you've ever used Google Translate to try and translate anything, which I use it a lot at work because we get a lot of people that are like Mexican, and so they speak Spanish. Google Translate loses like everything in translation. Like I lose brain cells in translation. Not even it's not the fault of the person like trying to talk to me, it's the fault of Google. I'll like play it off of Google to try and understand what they're saying, and 90% of the words just don't make any sense. But I can usually make it out a little bit through context. But like most of the main words they're trying to say doesn't make any sense. Again, not any fault of theirs. It's just Google Translate is bad. And they advertise it as using it that way. Like, oh yeah, oh you're trying to talk to somebody who speaks a different language? Use Google Translate. Don't use Google Translate. It won't work. You'll get like 3 out of the 18 words they said. And then you'll kind of have to guess for the other ones. Thankfully, I took Latin in like elementary school. And so I've got a base knowledge on like how words are made. Thanks to my semi-eidetic memory, I've got a base knowledge on how the words are constructed and how they link together between Latin, English, and Spanish, since they're all very, very similar languages. So for a majority of the words, I can kind of translate myself into Latin and then into English in my brain space, so I can understand a good portion of Spanish. Can't speak it. I can just like decode it. It's like it's a code, and I'm decoding them. But yeah, Google Translate sucks. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I think I'm gonna end it here. That does look very very awesome looking. I feel like this park is gonna look amazing. But it has already been 1 hour, so I'm gonna call it quits for the video, or for the stream, and then I might record a video after this, a new tutorial for the Mega Mansion. So if you've been following along with the Mega Mansion, definitely look forward to that on Saturday. Those always premiere on Saturdays at 2. It's the only thing consistent on my channel, because I haven't streamed in almost a month. But yeah, Saturdays at 2 is where we do all of the building tutorials for Minecraft, and then I think Wednesday, hopefully Wednesday, I'm going to post that GTA video, even though it's kind of lost in time, just simply because it references last Saturday's Minecraft video, because I technically recorded the Minecraft tutorial, and then I recorded the GTA walking through all of my properties and everything. But in that video, I referenced, oh yeah, and then this Saturday we're going to post a video about doing a kitchen in the Mega Mansion. But that is not true anymore. If you watch that video and you've already seen this stream, don't pay attention to what I mention is coming on specific dates, because that is wrong, because that was supposed to be posted last Wednesday, and I kind of got lazy and forgot. But I'm still going to post the video. I also go on a very long, like, since it's a 2-hour video, I'm fairly certain the last, like, hour and 15 minutes is one continuous political rant. I'm pretty sure I've beat myself. That is my record. For political rants, I'm fairly certain that that is my longest one running. I'm sure I'll beat it in the future, but I'm fairly certain it's like an hour and 15 minutes of me just yelling about political bullshit while I show you all of the stuff that I've bought in GTA. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I think I've said this 3 times now, but yeah, catch my videos Saturday if you are building along with the Mega Mansion. Now that's just interiors. I'm gonna do the actual exterior in a separate tutorial. It'll probably be on the playlist, but no, it'll probably be a separate playlist. Doing a Mega Mansion exterior, just to kind of place all of our rooms. But planning the interior first and then building the walls around it is a lot easier in my opinion. And actually, it's how you kind of build a kingdom in Minecraft. I don't usually do that, honestly. For some reason, even though I like to build for my Mega Mansion, I find it a lot easier to build the interior and then build the exterior around it. For some reason, just like this park, when building a medieval world or something, I build the outer walls, or in this case a fence, and then I build inside of that, which works. I can make it work, but it works a lot better if you just build the wall around it, because then you can fix any mistakes and it's just a wall, so it's not like too crazy of detail as opposed to trying to change an entire building 1 block to the right. I've definitely not done that in this world. Actually, I can't remember which building I did that to. I know it wasn't that. That was better planned out. I think it was the horse. I think it was the horse races. The horse races, I believe I shifted everything over. After I had already built most everything, I realized on the interior, I think it was this building specifically, I realized on the interior something didn't line up, and so I was like, ah, well, fuck. And so I had to shift the entire building. I think it was this desk, actually. I wanted a curved desk, but I believe originally I was going to have to do a 2x2, which just leaves this section here, looked dumb. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go around and shift the entire building 1 block to the left. Which, I mean, I guess is good, because now it's an actual perfect circle. Or I had to shift the whole thing out 1 block. Or something like that. It was weird, and I spent, like, more brain power than I probably should have on trying to fix that. But that's not the only thing that I've had to do. In my medieval world, which maybe I'll showcase sometime, I built a tower once, a long time ago, and it looked like shit. And I built, like, the rest of the kingdom, mostly. And then I got to that tower, I was like, yeah, this still doesn't look good. I figured maybe if I left it, I built the rest of the entire kingdom, maybe it would be a little bit better. And I had built it in, like, 3 different spots, the exact same one. And eventually I was just like, you know what, fuck it. So I went through and destroyed all of them. Gotta remember, I don't have mods. This is Bedrock. I don't have World Edit or anything. I don't fuck around with mods or texture packs or anything. So I destroyed every single one of those by hand. And it made me want to die. It was pain. Anyways, that's that. Next series I'm coming out with, I will actually mention in the GTA video since it's lost in time. I'll just mention it here too. I'm going to be playing through Ghost of Tsushima. And then obviously doing all the heists and the Dr. Dre mission and everything in GTA. And I think the other thing that me and Cheyenne are going to do, if I can talk her into it, is play Fallout 76. And if she doesn't want to, or if we can't get it to work properly, because sometimes online doesn't work for a lot of games, if we can't get it to work or whatever, Charles has Fallout 76, and we used to play that all the time, so I might try and convince him to record with me, or stream with me, or whatever. Probably record. I'd rather have it an actual series of us more in character than just actually talking to chat or whatever. And so we'll play through all of Fallout 76 more in character than usual. Granted, playing Minecraft, there is really no character. I mean, technically, if you want to get real technical, I do have a character for this world, and it's just because my plan in the future is I'm going to have my own office. Charles is going to have his own office. Cheyenne might have her own office. And they're going to be different architecture companies and stuff. Like sister companies, so that we can work together and not have the lore convoluted or anything. But, so technically I do have a character. But at the same time, it's not really a character. It's more of like a lore aspect. But now I'm actually going to end it because I've rambled on for another 10 minutes. So I will catch you in the next one. Oh, hi Gabriel. I'm actually getting out of here right now. But definitely check out my channel later, Gabriel, because I'm going to be doing some Ghost of Tsushima, some GTA, some Fallout 76 with Charles, and possibly Cheyenne as well. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream because my throat is dry. I'm feeling like my throat's going to fall out. So, goodbye. Oh, wait, I have to go to OBS to end the stream. There we go. Now, goodbye.